What is required for spiritual unfoldment is consistently maintaining the thought flow of the mind only towards the self or the truth. Being in the world of activities and desires, etc., the mind, innocent mind, naturally gets so much ho- habituated, overpowered by that worldliness that because we have only one mind, no two minds, same mind when we take for our spiritual, deeper application, studies, contemplation, understandings, because of that training given to the mind, it again and again goes back into the worldliness. Therefore, it becomes ineffective in helping us in understanding the truth. The problem is not with mind, but the problem is with us. How we are protecting our mind, where we are employing our mind. So there is no sentiment or emotion. It's simple fact. When the mind is in the extroverted world with so many of the involvements of it, and if added to that are the raga, dvesha, and kama, krodha, it gets so much, negatively habituated. Same mind when we try to bring into single pointedness through yoga, bring into devotional mood through the bhakti, bring it into the contemplative mood through Vedanta, it becomes so difficult for that innocent mind. Therefore, it gets as if torn apart in these two things. It is we who have to understand as we grow in our life with our maturity that slowly, steadily, if we truly want this beautiful mind to help us in the higher spiritual unfoldment, it should not be made tired, fatigued, and exhausted in the opposite channels other than that of spirituality. It is my mind, it is my car in which I have to go to my positive destinations. So I should not take it into those places of rumbles and rubbles where the tire is punctured, the bonnet is spoiled, everything is spoiled, and then you want to take that car to something positive destination. The car is spoiled. No, it will definitely say, I can't. In the same way, the mind is the only vehicle given to us to put ourselves into the worldliness or to put ourselves into spirituality. With little spirituality, the worldliness will go on happening. It will do. But with involvement in the worldliness, intensely, deeply, with so much of desire, so much of reality given to the things and beings and happenings, so much overpowered mind can never, never, never be effective for spiritual sittings. You can't even do one japa, one mantra ucharana, because mind is trained to be so much vikshipta or tired and mood. Right now, what is our status of mind? Why so much theory? Practically, if you see, is it being able to be concentrated? Yes, means we are already yogi. But otherwise, see, it is in a dull, lazy, lethargic mood. Mind means mind, intellect, and all. Or still, it is either worried about the yesterday or the morning or what happened 2 minutes back, or worried about what is to be done afterwards. With that untrained mind or badly trained mind, how can we command it for the spiritual activities of deeply involving in any of the sadhana? Karma yoga ho, ya bhakti yoga ho, ya yoga sadhana ho, ya Vedanta. In all of them, the more deeply our antakarana involves, to that extent we pierce through first the understandings as to what to do to reach to where. Then only equally deeply we involve in the sadhana. Then we can see the sadhana being done. Then only the glimpses of experience come to us. All the bhakti experiences of devotion, feeling that I am, yes, devotee of God, without any swartha ahankara. It's not arrogance, it is not pride, it's a self confidence. Yes, I am. So too, the vritti nirodha is happening in me. So too, I am living life like a karma yogi in the world, without phalapeksha, doing my duties wherever I am put. So too, the Vedanta Vicharana is happening in me, whether it is Avasthatraya Viveka, Gunatraya Viveka, Panchakosha Viveka, Drugdrushya Viveka, Jada Chetana Viveka, Eka Aneka Viveka or Atmanatma Viveka. Whether it is with the Avachedavada, with it is Pratibimbavada, or whether it is Vivartavada, Adhyaropa Avadavada or Anvaya Vyatireka, I am able to do crystal clearly without any ambiguity. That experience should be ours. Then only truly we go deeper into the anubhutis also. Everything is anubhuti. Ekagrata is an anubhuti. Manashanti is an anubhuti. Viveka is an anubhuti. Vairagya is an anubhuti. Mokshuta is a beautiful experience. Guru Sharanagati is an anubhuti. I am consciously studying Shastra is an anubhuti. And each of them have to be very vivid, very clear. With the blurred vision of the TV or some problem in the eyesight. Can you see the thing properly? No, the eye vision has to be pakka. Then only clearly we see whether it is a natural beauty or any painting or any cute child smiling or any just now born animal or any your favorite program. Same way, all these experiences of sadhanas should be crystal clear without any vagueness or opaqueness or any of the blurred vision. Pakka. Again, we started the topic with the mind. All that depends on how we protect our mind, train our mind, get the mind do what we want. See, we protect our car or the dog, train our car or the dog, and get the work done by that car or the dog what we want. So too with the mind. No moment of the driving time, no moment of taking the dog for walk, we can take them for granted and let loose. Second, let loosing of the car enough for accident. Little letting loose the mind enough for it to enter into world, gather some or the other dust or the dirt, which becomes an impediment, which becomes obstacle when we have to do our spiritual practices. So may we all have this maturity and protect ourselves. Nothing in the world is important than protecting our mind. And the only thing to be done with this protected mind is Shastra Shravanam Adhyanam and Shastrokta Sadhana and Shastra Nirdeshita Tattva Prapti and Moksha Anubhuti. Clear? Now let us continue our Namo Brahmane mantra like every day for 11 times, followed by our Taittiriya Upanishad, Bhashyam Adhyanam, Yoga Darshanam. During the day, Mundaka Upanishad, second Mundakam, second mantra done, first Kanda, third onwards we are saying. Then the beautiful Gita, 8th chapter, 10th shloka, we will see today, Kavim Puranam is over. Evening we are beautifully doing the Bhagavatam 12th Skandha. Today we will see how Suta Mahamuni gives Tattva Jnana to Shaunakadi Rishi. In the sixth Anuvakam, or tenth Skandha, 52nd chapter, we will see after the Raja Muchukunda story, Balarama Krishna and Jarasandha, how they chase Jarasandha, the Lord Krishna, how Bhagavan runs away, Ranachodudas. Today Bhagavan will be Ranachodudas. That portion. And in our Adhyatma Ramayanam, we will see the Vanaras discussing regarding what to do or the discussion with Sampati, the story will be. In chantings, we do in Annapurna Ashtotram we have done yesterday, or of the other beautiful Ashtotrams. Let our day be In this way, fully engaged in spirituality, which is the only way for the mind not to give a chance for it to enter into the world and spoil itself and spoil our sadhana also. After listening to so many years and experimenting and successfully understanding, there should be no doubt regarding these two things. One, we alone have to protect, take care of our mind. Two, that will be possible only when we don't give the chance to mind by giving it freedom and by engaging it throughout the day in continuously in one or the other spiritual sadhanas. Don't look for any alternative. That maturity it is called. We should have it. कम वाट में उठे सुबह 4-5, रात को फिर 9-10 सोने तक, all day engaged in that. After getting that habit of engaging, then which spiritual sadhana we are engaged in? Are we doing it perfectly or not? What are the steps involved? How best it can be done? Then we can work out on that. First, engage mind in fully spirituality so that it is not given any chance to get into its own fancying imagination, getting lost in unwanted topics with the worldly people around or the things around. उससे हम इस मन को बचाना है. This is a very, very essential thing. Start. ॐ नमो ब्रह्मणे नमो अस्त्वग्नये नमः पृथिव्यै नमः ओषधीभ्यः नमो वाचे नमो वाचस्पतये नमो विष्णवे बृहते करोमि. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. ॐ नमो ब्रह्मणे नमो अस्त्वग्नये नमः पृथिव्यै नमः ओषधीभ्यः नमो वाचे नमो वाचस्पतये नमो विष्णवे बृहते करोमि. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. ॐ नमो ब्रह्मणे नमो अस्त्वग्नये नमः पृथिव्यै नमः ओषधीभ्यः नमो वाचे नमो वाचस्पतये नमो विष्णवे बृहते करोमि. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. ॐ नमो ब्रह्मणे नमो अस्त्वग्नये नमः पृथिव्यै नमः ओषधीभ्यः नमो वाचे नमो वाचस्पतये नमो विष्णवे बृहते करोमि. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. ॐ नमो ब्रह्मणे नमो अस्त्वग्नये नमः पृथिव्यै नमः ओषधीभ्यः नमो वाचे नमो वाचस्पतये नमो विष्णवे बृहते करोमि. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. ॐ नमो ब्रह्मणे नमो अस्त्वग्नये नमः पृथिव्यै नमः ओषधीभ्यः नमो वाचे नमो वाचस्पतये नमो विष्णवे बृहते करोमि. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. ॐ नमो ब्रह्मणे नमो अस्त्वग्नये नमः पृथिव्यै नमः ओषधीभ्यः नमो वाचे नमो वाचस्पतये नमो विष्णवे बृहते करोमि. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. ॐ नमो ब्रह्मणे नमो अस्त्वग्नये नमः पृथिव्यै नमः ओषधीभ्यः नमो वाचे नमो वाचस्पतये नमो विष्णवे बृहते करोमि. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. ॐ नमो ब्रह्मणे नमो अस्त्वग्नये नमः पृथिव्यै नमः ओषधीभ्यः नमो वाचे नमो वाचस्पतये नमो विष्णवे बृहते करोमि. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. ॐ नमो ब्रह्मणे नमो अस्त्वग्नये नमः पृथिव्यै नमः ओषधीभ्यः नमो वाचे नमो वाचस्पतये नमो विष्णवे बृहते करोमि। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मणे नमो अस्त्वग्नये नमः पृथिव्यै नमः ओषधीभ्यः नमो वाचे नमो वाचस्पतये नमो विष्णवे बृहते करोमि। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। This attitude of prayerfulness, this attitude of gratitude to everyone who are giving us something or the other for our life, survival, sustenance, and sadhana is a very healthy, beautiful lifestyle. More so, these great devatas, whose presence is giving power and energy for our faculties to conduct our duties, to complete our projects, to do our adhyatmika sadhanas. Let us not have any type of individuality or ego while doing these prayers. Rather, the prayers have to be done so that the ego separateness is not felt much, knowing that we are always in need of others, need of devatas at the sadhana kala for protecting our faculties. See how we say Namo Brahmane with all devotion when we pray to that Brahmadeva, that Hiranyagarbha. Oh Lord, bless me. Then Namaha Astu Agnaye. That Agni without whom we can't live. Right from our birth onwards till now. How throughout day, how Bhagavan Agni is blessing us. With his anugraha, is it not? How nice it is if we are thankful to Him. Namah Prithivya, Mother Prithvi giving us support, giving us all the food. Nama Oshadhibhyaha, that Oshadhi Devi or Oshadhis, without which how can we survive? Namo Vache, can we communicate? Without that Vani, Vachaspataye, without Brahaspati ji blessing our Buddhi, like he gave buddhi yesterday to Raja Janamejaya. Stop doing this. Sarvayagam, you are unnecessarily killing the innocent snakes. That will incur papa to you. Without Brahaspati's guidance, he would have done the sin even of invoking Indra to be in that yajna burnt. Indra is the Lokapalaka, all the three Loka. If with your arrogance you do that yajnam and offer Indra also because of your anger, that your father something has happened to him, it would be a great, great sin. So Brahaspati stopped him. So then Vishnave Brahate to that Mahavishnu Sarva Vyapakaha Sarvadata, to him also Brahata, the one who is all pervading, Karomi Namaha, I am saluting. How wonderful you see. Every day, instead of expecting from the people and getting disappointed, let us pray to these devatas, and when they bless us with the faculties, make use of them only for spirituality. In our life, as we grow in age day by day, spirituality should take possession of our day schedule more and more and more. All other things should slowly get reduced. Keep a target. By next year, this time, my whole day should be totally engaged in Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga. Little karma, if it all to be done outside, I do. But otherwise, in this, listen to classes, study Shastra, do the contemplation, do the Upasana, do the Japa, Kirtana, Bhajan. So, इसी में भरकर रहना. If the devatas are blessed, they give us our faculties intact. Then after their job is over. We have to use all of them only for our sadhana. Add that word only. Till that onlyness will not come, we will not be able to do sadhana single pointedly. Then the sadhana done with the worldliness never gives the depth in sadhana. Like I am doing japa, but at the same time I am remembering my world, other things and the beings and all. Where have you focused? Where is the concentration? Where is the joy of really doing the act which is mentioned in that japa? Where is the Rupa Darshan of the Lord? Let's say if I say Om Namo Narayana, the Narayana should be in my heart and I am doing salutations to him. That Rupa, that Ucharana has to be done. After only slowly as we are studying in Yoga Darshanam, that Nama is dropped, then the Rupa of the Lord dropped, we discover our oneness with that Narayana. That's called Arthamasa Nirbhasa, Arthamatra Nirbhasa, Nirvitarka Samadhi or Samapatti. Let us be that way, optimistically, joyfully, make full, complete, positive use of our every day, which is an opportunity given to us by the Bhagavan. Thank you. Let us do our prayers and Taittiriya Parayanam and Adhyanam. Om 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 Sahana Bhavatu Sahanao Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ओम निधये सर्व विद्यानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शंकरं लोकशंकरम्। ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ओम भवता जनता सुहिता भविता निजबोधविचारणचारुमते कलयेश्वर जीव विवेकविदं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्। ओम ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि। ओम परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रुतिमात्रे नमः। समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्री वेदव्यास वैशंपायन याज्ञवल्क्य आद्य शंकरादि गुरुभ्यो नमः। तेषां सर्वेषां कृपा अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यमोदस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव अनुभवसिद्ध्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकसंस्कृतेः हैन्दवसंस्कृतेः समस्तसम्प्रदाययुक्त साधनानां युक्त शास्त्रयुक्त गुरुपरम्परा देवतापरम्परायुक्त पुनरुत्थानजागरण विश्वव्याप्तिद्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति प्राप्त्यर्थं तेन विश्वशान्ति कल्याण एकता सामरस्यता प्राप्त्यर्थं तत्कृत कंकणबद्ध समस्त सनातन धर्म साधकानां भक्तानां संस्थापकानां च समस्त विघ्न शत्रु निर्मूलन आयुरारोग्य क्षेम स्थैर्य श्रद्धा भक्त्यादि सद्गुण सत्संपदा सत्शक्ति सानुकूल्यता प्राप्ति द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये दिग्विजय प्राप्त्यर्थं श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदांतर्गत तैत्तिरीय उपनिषदः श्री आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम ओम यस्मात् जातं जगत् सर्वं यस्मिन्नेव प्रणीयते येनेदं धार्यते चैव तस्मै ज्ञानात्मने नमः। यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं। तैत्तिरीयकसारस्य मयाचार्यप्रसादतः विस्पष्टार्थरुचीनां हि व्याख्येयं सम्प्रणीयते। शान्तिमन्त्रः ओम शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः। नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मावादिशं ऋतमवादिशं सत्यमवादिशं तन्मामावीत तद्वक्तारमावीत आवेन्माम् आवेद्वक्तारम्। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम अथ द्वितीया ब्रह्मानंदवल्ली। ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम अथ सप्तमोऽनुवाकः। ओम असद्वा इदमग्र आसीत् ततो वै सदजायत तदात्मानग्गः स्वयमकुरुत तस्मात् तत् सुकृतमुच्यत इति यद्वै तत् सुकृतं रसो वै सः रसगः ह्येवायं लब्ध्वानन्दी भवते को ह्येवान्यात् कः प्राण्यात् यदेष आकाश आनन्दो न स्यात् एष ह्येवानन्दयाति यदा ह्येवैष एतस्मिन् दृश्येनात्म्ये निरुक्ते निलयने अभयं प्रतिष्ठां विन्दते अतसो भयङ्गतो भवति यदा ह्येवैष एतस्मिन्नुदरमन्तरं कुरुते अथ तस्य भयं भवति तत्त्वेव भयं विदुषो मन्वानस्य तदप्येष श्लोको भवति ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Friends, Saptamonuvaka, a most delightful, delicious dish for our Vedantic information, Vedantic understanding, Vedantic contemplation. Then the deeper experiences. Asadva idam agre asit tato vai sadajayata tadatmanagga swayam akuruta tatma tatsukrutam uchyata idi यद्वै तत्सुकृतं रसो वै सः रसग्रहेवायं लब्ध्वा आनन्दी भवति. को हि एव अन्यात् कः प्राण्यात् यत् एषः आकाशे आनन्दः न स्यात् एषा हि एव आनन्दयाति. This is what is the beautiful thing we went on studying. Esha Hevanandayati. So, he is the one who is the giver of Ananda. He is the one whose nature is Ananda. He is the one whose nature is Trupti. He is the one whose nature is Swarupa. He is the one because of whom the Sukruta is happening. He is the one at one stage he was non-manifestation of Rupanama Sthiti. Just for the sake of testing, at that time he is given the name as Asatu, but otherwise he is Satswarupa. So by listening again and again and again and again, the Brahma Tattva, who is not with any Visheshana, never is in any Vyavahara, are we getting strength or becoming stronger in our acceptance of the presence of that Brahman as Sadvastu. Brahman asti, Sadrupena asti, Hridaya Guhayam asti. And the most important is that is our own essential nature. Then displaced from the identity with Brahman, that as a jiva we are suffering. It will continue as long as the displacement we allow it to continue. The day we choose to remove the distance or displacement with our own essential nature, Brahman, and pursue the path of Vedanta, Vicharana and Dhyana Sadhana to discover our identity with them, we have joined the correct path. We are now traveling on the right path. The map is correctly followed. Really, when we reach to that, then every of the bondage, misery, dukkha goes away, which is symbolized in the next portion as the bhayam. ठीक है, the bhaya is the सबसे दुखात्मक चीज. Therefore, the two opposite things are told here. One, when we establish our oneness with that Brahman, then sacha saha abhayangata bhavati. And yada iva antaram kurute sa bhayagrastha bhavati. Therefore, for a vidwan, abhaya hetuhu is Brahma. For an avidwan, bhaya hetuhu is Brahma. Therefore, Brahman asti, become vidwan of that Brahman, and you also become abhaya, bhaya rahita. This should be our clarity of deep understanding. So, among these two, how the Brahman is bhaya rahita, when we become one with him, that portion we saw. In that also, yadahi eva eshaha abhayam pratishtam vindate. When this sadhaka, jignasu, finds his oneness with that Brahman, which is that Brahman, adrushye, anatmye, anirukte, anilayane. Adrushya, the vikara rahita, therefore sat. Anatme, the panchakosha rahita, therefore inside it is. Anirukte, which can never be caught by the words. Nilayane, who is not only at one specific place, but he is the one who is all pervading. With this Bhagavan, with this Brahma Tattva, then Abhayam Pratishtam Vendate, inseparable oneness when one discovers that I am that Brahman, I am not this Dehadi. Now the Brahman is kept aside as if we are not that, because we have taken ourselves to be Dehadi Upadi Yukta Jiva. Ye chodkar, when we become one with that, Atah sa abhayam gataha bhavati. Then once for all, because he has merged with Brahman, Brahman is everything, there is nothing other than Brahman. Therefore, sense of oneness prevails, sense of otherness goes away. Only in the sense of otherness called as duality that there is a chance for the bhayam. Okay? All the three. The Ishvara Bhayam goes away because we are one with him. Jagat Bhayam goes away because Jagat is not other than me. Therefore, Ishvara's Bhayam is he will punish me with my all karma phala. I myself one with him. I will not do any karma as a karta. Therefore, karma phala se Ishwar डराएंगे. वो वाला चला गया. So I have become one with the Jagat. Therefore, the desire for the Jagat go away. Therefore, the fear of getting disappointed goes away. Myself, because I merged with infinite Brahman, all my limitations have gone away, which were always giving me the feelings and insecurities of perishability, getting cheated, etc. सो स्व भयम चला जाएगा, जगत भयम चला जाएगा, ईश्वर भयम चला जाएगा. If I discover oneness with the Brahma Tattva. Because in Brahma, Jiva Jagat Ishvara, Bheda is not there. If at all Ishwar Jagat Bheda Jiva are there, they are expression of Brahman only. Same Brahman. Only where there is something is anatma other than me, from that the bhaya comes to me. That is what is the sentence. If you say, hmm, it is said, if you have seen it, नारायण कि स्वरूप प्रतिष्ठो हि असौ यदा भवति तदा न अन्यत् पश्यति न अन्यत् शृणोति न अन्यत् विजानाति. When he has established in that Sarupa Brahma, there remains nothing for him for listening, for seeing, for having the knowledge in the Antakarana. Clear? Therefore, next one, Anyasya hi anyataha bhayam bhavati. Okay, there is a fear to someone from somebody who is other than him. When I establish in Brahman, Brahman being the substratum of everything, without substratum, nothing can exist. I have identified with that substratum of everything. Therefore, everything is me and me and me alone. Therefore, I am everything. And the basic thing is something which is other than me. From that, I get bhayam. I'll never get bhayam from my own self. कि हि अन्यतः अन्यस्य हि अन्यतः भयं भवति न आत्मनः एव आत्मनः भयं युक्तम. You cannot logically see one gets afraid of his own self. He will be afraid only of the thing or being whichever is other than us. Tasmad, therefore, Atma eva Atmanah abhaya karanam. See, now, therefore, what is the bhairahitya karanam for the self or me, the jiva? Atma only. Why? How? I identified with that. सो जिस भगवान से हम डर कर भाग रहे हैं, उसी भगवान के पास आकर सरेंडर करें, उनसे एक हो जाए तो सारे भय दूर हो जाते हैं. दिस थिंग इन द डिवोशनल पैरलेंस इज पुट एज व्हाट भगवान रामा सेइंग, whoever comes and surrenders and tells to me, I am yours, O Lord, even once I give him abhayam. Same thing what he said in Upanishad here, said in more lighter form in the avatars of the Lord. Sakrudeva prapannaya tava asmi iti cha yachate abhayam sarvabhutebhya dadami tasmai etad vratam mama. So when you surrender to me, the Lord Rama says, I will give you fearlessness for everything because I am the wielder of the Maya, and through that the entire world Srishti Sthiti Laya. That all is the Ishvara Srishti Sthiti Laya Karaka, Savara Shaktiman, Sarvagna, Sarvavyapakaha. To that Ishvara, when we do Saranagati, then none can frighten us. Avayam Sarvabhutebhya Dadami means both. Nobody will trouble you, touch you, and give you fear or any loss. Secondly, there will remain nothing desire unfulfilled, because of unfulfilled desire also there is bhayam and dukkham. It won't be there. That is Saguna Sakara Ishwara Upasana. May result is so beautiful there too. Here kya hai? The substratum of everything is Brahman. With that Brahman I identified, by which I am no more away from the Brahman in avidya, nor I am seeing a world other than Brahman, nor I am finding myself to be a Upadhi Yukta Jiva limited. Then what I am? I am the substratum of everything. Means what? Everything is there in me or because of me. Therefore, there is nothing other than me. So what? Anything other than me is there. That alone will frighten me. There is nothing other than me. Therefore, avayam pratishtam vindate atasaha avayangatah bhavati. It is the Vedantic way. Atmanah atmasya atmanah se bhayam na bhavati. Anatmana eva bhayam bhavati. So therefore, as long as we maintain sense of duality with the world, otherness with the world, separateness with the world, so long Kama Krodha Raga Dvesha and then Bhaya Nirantara leading all of this put together leading to Dukkha, you cannot avoid. And only way is we have to become one with the world. And there's no way to become one with the world other than becoming one with the substratum of the world called as Satchit Ananda Brahma. In any other way, we can never become one with the world eternally. Intellectually, emotionally, at the gross level of some or the other commonality, you can never find oneness. Is it not? Like with regard to Indianism, I am one with all India or Indians. But you may be sent to some other nation, then there others are there, other nationals. Therefore, the oneness goes away. Within India also, in your own company, there may be some foreigners working, like Indians work there. In India also, thousands and thousands of Korean Chinese are working all the companies. So many, some lakhs of foreigners work in India. Not only Indians go at a bigger cadre. लोअर लेवल में दी बांग्लादेशी घुसपैठ तो आते रहते हैं श्रीलंकन्स शरणार्थीस टिबेटियंस तो परमानेंट हो ही गए डू नथिंग टेक एवरीथिंग फॉर द नेशन so if you find that national way of oneness it won't stay all the time religious you can't have human being you can't have with all because there are other things other than human then what way the oneness if found that there will be no more sense of otherness therefore no more bhayam. What is that one common substratum within all? With that, when I identify, and it is the Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Therefore, inevitably, to avoid samsara, to avoid the samsara dukkha causing bhaya, we have to find our oneness with that Brahma Vastu. Thereafter, Jada Chetana, Manushya Pashupaksha Vanaspati, in the Manushya different Desha Varna Ityadi, none of the differences will create any differentiation in us. Then there is no samsara of raga or dvesha, kama or krodha or bhaya adi. Therefore, discover oneness, the Brahman, and look at the whole world from the Brahman standpoint. All other differences entertained at different stages of life are required at those stages for sadhana. Is it not? These are all for sadhanas, for purifications, for single pointedness, for clearing the duty, the debts and doing the duty. Therefore, they are all maintained. वो सब व्यवहार में जब तक जरूरत है करते रहना. Is it not? Therefore, like Brahmana, he'll have to maintain his dignity. I am born in Brahmin. I am not Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. I have evolved. So he should maintain that dignity. For the sake of maintaining his Sattva he should have that self-respect, not arrogance. That is a Brahmin. And do what a Brahmana is supposed to do. Shamo damastapa shaucham kshantirarjam evacha. Jnanam vijnanam astikyam brahma karma swabhavacha. But once that purification is done, try to see the Brahman only in all. If not, like Bhagavan Adi Shankara himself, once just a little tamaguna came, he looked at Chandala and said, move from here, gacha gacha. Only a moment it was. And he took a bath. The Chandala did not take bath. He was coming on the way. He just want to go to Vishwanatha Bhagavan only to do puja, upasana. भगवान के ही पास जा रहे थे. But little bit of the difference came in the mind. He caught it in that Maya. Then the kind Bhagavan only was in that form. Just removed that avidya, ajnana. Even great Mahatmas also. Therefore, at the Vyavahara level, when they come, little slight they may do something. Only for once it is. Then when that great Bhagavan Vishwanatha gave him that one shloka bodha, that was enough for Shankar Bhagavan to do that Manisha Panchakam. है ना, किंगम गाम मुनि बिंबिते ब्रह्मणौ इस श्लोक में भगवान शिवा दी Krishna the Bhagavan, then Jagra Swapna Sushuptishu Spatara. These 5 great shlokas of 4 Mahavakyas are by our Adi Shankara. Great, some topic, great text, and very, very good incident it is in life for us to study these type of subjects. Clear it is. One portion we have seen. When we establish oneness with that Brahman, then there will be no bhayam at all. Saha atha bhayam abhayangatah bhavati. He will be the experiencer of abhayam, fearlessness. Okay. Tasmat tesham abhaya darshanat asti tad abhaya karanam brahma iti. Therefore, for the Vidwan, they have found oneness with Brahman, therefore there is no fear in him. Then, therefore, the fearlessness causing Brahman is Asti. That is what we have to know. So, what was the logic here used for the Brahma Jnanis? That the Brahma Jnanis are put in all sorts of Bhaya Karanas. Yet they are not having Bhaya. And they are in the Brahma Jnana. Therefore, what must be the cause of their Bhayarahityam is the Jnana of the Brahma which they have. Therefore, what is the cause now for the Bhayarahityam? The Brahman himself. Therefore, is that Brahman existing or not? Yes. Therefore, Brahman Asti. This is what is proved through that first thing out of the 2 things. When we do the oneness with Brahman, Nibhayarahityam will come, that proved Brahma existing. Now, opposite of it will be discussed, wherein when we maintain even little antara between us and Brahman, that is enough for getting the Bhaya and Samsara. And for this Avidwan, for whatever the reason he is maintaining his sense of separation from the Brahman, for him the Bhaya Hetu again is Brahman only. Therefore, for the Avidwan Bhaya Hetu is Brahma. For the Vidwan Abhaya Hetu is Brahma. Therefore, Vidvad Avidishoho Bhaya Abhaya Hetutvat Brahma Asti. The conclusion is very important. Brahma Vastu Asti. Because it is to be increased in our Shraddha. Brahman is there. It has to become so strong, and every day it has to be renewed, so that consistently we are on the path of seeking Him. Little the Shraddha goes away, we go again back into the wretched world of the multiplicity and out extrovertedness. Then we continue suffering as Jiva, Janma, Marana, Adi. And this Brahman, to without Vyavahara, without any Visheshana, निर्व्यवहार है, निर्विशेषण है. व्यवहार में है नहीं, इसलिए उनको आप पहचाने. निर्विशेषण है, कोई विशेषण नहीं उनको फिर से आइडेंटिफाई करने को. Then how to know him? This is the only way. Clear? What is that second portion? Yada hi eva esha etasmin ut aramantaram kurute atatasya bhayam bhavati tatu eva vid bhayam avidushaha manvanasya. Amanvanasya. Okay, vidushaha bhayarahityam also is because of Brahman. Avidushaha bhayam also is because of Brahman. Both are proving Brahman existing. Why vidushaha? Brahman alone bhairahityam. 2 reasons. One, he is amidst all the bhayas, yet he is not got bhayam. Second, he is in the Brahma Jnana. Therefore, that Brahman alone, whose Jnana has got, must be the cause of bhairahityam to him. That's why we gave the example of Parikshita, that he became bhayarahitya by establishing in Brahman. Therefore, bhaya causing situation around of the Takshaka and coming and biting was there, yet he was not afraid. So too, Prahaladji identified with the Vishnumurti, the Parabrahma. Therefore, in how many ways his father was trying to kill him, create bhaya in him, he was not afraid. That watch that Prahlada movie, especially that Hiranyakashipu Prahlada discussion. How much every threatening, frightening given by the father, the child answers so sweetly, smoothly, silently, with calm and quietness, poised with full faith in Paramatma Narayana. Very Ascharya whoever have written those dialogues, trained their children to do enacting. It is good, very good. That gives really the essence to us. When I am one with my Narayana, how can I have fear with anything and anybody? At what lofty level must be his experience, and soaked in that experience is the chitta, backed by that chitta is the mana, supported by that chitta, mana and anubhati is his vani. And why will not that vani have the greatest, strongest confidence? Yet humbleness that he is a child and Hiranyakashipu is a father. Maintaining that father son relation, firmly uttering to father what is truth, which is experiencing. What a beautiful expression it is. That becomes all of our experiences. So to Parikshit, our Nachiketa, I don't want anything which will die. Shvaha abhavaha. First sentence he says, Martyasya, yad antaka etat. All you are giving me today will go tomorrow, destroy. Then I'll again be back to the bhaya or samsara. I want that one having gained which it never goes away. Then I need not seek anything else. I have no fear of losing this. देखो therefore तवयवाहा तव नृत्य गीते वरस्तु मे वर्णीयः स एव. Here also Taittiriya. So Brahman asti, we should seek Brahman, we should become one with Brahman. Then only avidya janita dvaita krita, sakala raga dvesha kama krodha durguna, and uske dwara hone wala sara samsara bhaya, mainly they all get destroyed. Only when we discover our identity with that Brahma Vastu. Aham Brahmasmi should be our goal. Our channel also ABCD. Okay, Aham Brahmasmi Chinmayam. Second portion, let us do. Please take up that portion. I'm chanting it. One part of it we have explained yesterday. Kada asau abhayangata bhavati sadakaha. When will this sadhaka become fearless? Yada, when na anyat pashyati. When he doesn't see anything other than him. Atmanicha antaram vedam na kurute. And himself is not finding any difference within himself, with himself and the Brahman. Outside he is not seeing anything other than him. Inside he is not finding himself apart from Brahma. So inside he has become one with Brahma. Outside he discovered everything is himself. आउटसाइड व्यवहार के जो भी चीजें हैं वो मेरे से हटकर अलग नहीं है. इनसाइड मैं नो मोर एनी विज्ञानमय कोशस्थ जीव individual aham vritti which is reflecting chida chidabhasa, then getting the ability to know and becoming knower and owner of upadhi, living like jiva. I am not that. Instead, that is dropped, identity with Brahman established. So, yada na anyat pashyati, one point, he doesn't see anything other than him. So, to atmanicha antaram or bhedam na kurute. When he doesn't find any bheda with himself and the Brahman anymore. Tada at that time, abhayam gata bhavati. He will becomes completely fearless. Iti abhiprayaha. This is the meaning of this particular sentence. So, antaram means what? Bhedam. Antaram bhedam na kurute, abhayam bhavati. That is what is said. Now the opposite of it. Antaram or bhedam kurute cheta, bhayam na tyajati tvam. The fear will never leave you. This is a very good exercise every day, I tell you. Any hatred and negative feelings you get to the people around, including the bhaya you want to give to them or you want to get, you are having afraid of the fear from them. Find that some common thing, substratum, by which That oneness is established, that removes the bhaya. बढ़िया exercise है करते रहो. Like when I have a bhaya with you, I have to think we both are commonly students of the Upanishad. So we are one. Therefore, there need not be fear. But ultimately, the Brahma Drishti only we have to obtain. Everything else temporary resulting. He says, no, now we are doing the second one. Yada. Yada means punaha. We are doing the second portion. Yada hi eva esha udaram antaram kurute ata tasya vayam bhavati. That yada wala. That's why I said keep the book main mantra wala, then the bhashya wala, chant the mantra and see the bhashya, how Bhashyakara explaining every pada of the mantra. Like last para we studied. यदा ही एव एषः साधकः अदृश्यनात्मे उसको साइड पे रखो वैसे अनिरुक्ते अनिलेने अभयां प्रतिष्ठां विन्दते मीन्स दैट इज एक्सप्लेन्ड अंतरम न कुरुते हियर आल्सो नो यदा हि एव एष एतस्मिन् उदरम अंतरम कुरुते अथ तस्य भयं भवति दिस सेंटेंस वी आर स्टडीइंग विथ भाष्यम यदा मीन्स व्हाट पुनः if at all, this other alternative, listen carefully. Avidya avasthayam hi. When the Brahma Vidya is not gained and we have not established in it, therefore we are in the avidya avasthayam hi. Yasmad eshaha. This individual avidyavanu. Because he is in the avidya, then avidyaya, because of that avidya only, pratyupastapitam, established vastu. अविद्या प्रस्तुपितं वस्तु तैमिरिक द्वितीय चंद्रवत् पश्यति आत्मनि च ये तस्मिन् ब्रह्मणि उद अपि अरम अल्पम अपि अंतरम छिद्रम भेद दर्शनं कुरुते. See, again I am reading it for you. When in contrast with the earlier said Vidwan who discovered his oneness with Brahman, this person is now he is in avidya. Therefore, he is avidwan, and such one only because of the avidya only. Avidya pratyupastapitam. In reality, it is not there, but because of avidya, it is brought and made established. What it is, vastu taimirika Ditya Chandravat Pashyati Atmani. He sees something other than in the Atma, which that otherness is never ever originally there, but this avidya has brought that difference. This good example, तैमेरिक द्वितीय चंद्रवत जब तिमिर हो जाता है आंख में कैटरैक्ट इवन बाय दैट मच अपने आंख को इवन नो ऐसा पकड़ के थोड़ा ऐसा करो immediately you will see two swamis. I am seeing already my shrotas have doubled, increased to double. Little bit you do it, two हो गया. So Taimirika Chandravat, little two, the moment it comes, immediately the bhayam gato bhavati. So Taimirika Dvitiya Chandravat Pashyati Atmanicha Etasmin Brahmani Ud api means aram. Ut means api, if at all. Aram means very, very alpam. So yadahi, when Eshaha, this sadhakaha, etasmin brahmani, ut, if at all, aram, very, very, very minutest. Aram means very, very, very minutest, alpamapi. For any reason, alpamapi, antaram means what? Chidram means what? Bheda darshanam kurute. Aram means antaram. Antaram means chidram. Chidram means bheda darshanam. That I maintain individuality apart from that Brahman. Even little bit I have. Bheda darshanam eva hi bhaya karanam. Therefore, the Bheda darshana is bhaya karanam. Okay. Then alpam api bhedam pashyati iti arthaha. Even little of the bhedam he says, it is enough for creating the bhaya. That bhaya, the bheda is only a darshanam. Bhedam never asti. How can then one Brahman can be differentiated two and you have one with yours as yours and have fear with the other one? Veda Drushti is Ajnana Janita. That is why, because of the jnana, the Veda could go. Agar Veda is Satya, no jnana should remove that Veda. Is it not? भेद असत्य है, इसलिए ज्ञान में वो भेद चला जाकर अभेद दृष्टि बन रहा है. But if we do Veda with that Brahman by considering ourselves as Jiva, Dehadi Upadi Yukta, an isolated individuality other than Brahman, struggling to eke out my own Sukha Dukkha with my own Upadis, with my own karma in this world, gone. You are going to be in that fear only. So again I am reading Bheda Darshanam eva hi bhayakaranam alpamapi bhedam pashyati iti artha atha tasmat bheda darshanat hetoho asya bheda darshinaha atmana bhayam bhavati. So because of seeing the difference with Brahman to this Jiva sadhaka, there is the fear coming from the Brahman only. Because he is maintaining separation from him. Like when you have that little difference maintained that day with your wife, you have fear with her or husband or your own children. Any sort of fear will come. कभी कभी ना थोड़ा एक्स्ट्रा आपने डांट ली तो उनको थोड़ा वो नाराज हो जाते हैं. इमीडिएटली आपको अंदर महसूस होगा द्वैत. इमीडिएटली देयर इज अ फियर. Then what do you do? Some coaxing, something or the other we do, and remove that Dvaitam and establish the oneness. Then that bhayam goes away. Then you are normal for next 22 seconds again to fight. Every day we are having bhayam with the people around us because of the sense of otherness. And in wherever the cases, we have transcended sense of otherness with any criteria of oneness, the bhayam is going away. But all that is coming and going and temporary thing. But with the eternal Brahman, when we become one with eternally, because there is nothing other than Brahman, there is no bhayam. Beautiful this is. It's a great, great thing it is. You know, इसको बहुत lofty thought है. इसको बताना मुश्किल होता है. Such a person will not be afraid of Ananta Koti Brahmandas. Not having fear with any of the jivas of any loka. ब्रह्मादि, इंद्रादि, वरुणादि, वायुवादि, किसी भी देवताओं से उनको भय नहीं रहेगा. बिकॉज इन ऑल ऑफ देम इज द ब्रह्मन ओनली सबस्ट्रेटम एंड आई हैव डिस्कवर्ड माय वननेस विथ देम. Very, very difficult, lofty experience, even to imagine. Finally, therefore, what? Tasmat Atma eva Atmanah Bhayakaranam Avidushaha. Therefore, for an avidwan, the self alone is cause of fear because he is not finding oneness with the self. He is maintaining his separation with the self, considering himself to be Upadhi Sambandha Yukta Jiva. आपकी मर्जी फिर. एक बनकर निर्भय बनो ब्रह्म से, अलग रहकर भय युक्त बनो ब्रह्म से. तो ब्रह्म से ही भय या निर्भय है. Therefore, भय निर्भय हेतु ब्रह्म अस्ति. Our main point is asti brahma. Because asti brahmeti ched veda santamenam tato vidu brahman asti. You know, then when we continuously do vigorously this type of study, you know, and we have Guru Ishvara Krupa sufficiently because of many, many lives of upasana done to them vigorously, regularly, suddenly it clicks. If Brahman Asti, then what is Brahman? Then Brahman is Asti only. Happen is Brahma. Then what is the Astitva in everything? It is just in a moment's notice discovered that Astitva is in me as me. Then what is there in the world? Nothing other than Asti. Everything is the Rupa Nama superimposed on this Asti. That Asti, which is substratum of all, is my own substratum. Therefore, I am that Brahman. Seconds में realization हो जाएगा if one is able to thoroughly understand and purify his heart by other sadhanas. So, Almira is there, the door is there, the table is there, the fan is there. All are Asti Asti only. Shift your attention from the Rupanama to the Astitva. Everything is Asti Brahman. I am that. So I only am Astitva here in the Rupa of this Drashta and in the Rupa of the Drushya there. They are not actually other than me, the substratum. Then what will give me fear. Nothing can give me. Therefore, abhayam kurute. Abhayangatah bhavati. Hmm. In this way, he says, okay, tasmad atma eva atmana bhaya karanam avidushaha. Okay. Hmm. So the second line is explained. The third line, substantiating the second one, we have to study. First line is what? यदा हि एव एषः एतस्मिन् अदृश्य अनात्म्य अनिरुक्त्य अनिलयने अभयां प्रतिष्ठां विन्दते अतः सः अभयङ्गतः भवति. This is about the one who has discovered oneness with Brahman, therefore fearless. Second one is यदा हि एव एष एतस्मिन् उत अरम अंतरम कुरुते अतः तस्य भयं भवति. Second sentence we have studied now. Third sentence is तत्तु एव भयं विदुषः अमन्वानस्य. This sentence is being explained in this last paragraph. Vidushaha, be attentive. He is fully aware. He knows everything at the intellectual level about the world and all its intricacies, scientific things. सब कुछ जानता है वो, विद्वान है वो. Or even he must be studied all Vedantic Shastras also thoroughly. So विद्वान means both. तो ये विद्वान जो है ना sarcastically श्रुति माता कह रही है उसके लिए. अगर ये विद्वान है जो सारे वेदांतों को पढ़ा है, विद्वान है, लौकिक चीजों को सब पढ़ा, lot of awards also he got it. Even that vidwan also, if he is okay, tatveva vayam vidusha amanvanasya, if still he is maintaining that difference with Brahman, with all his vidvata, he will also continue have the bhayam with the Brahman himself. देखो नाम के वास्ते विद्वान है बट फिर भी उसको भय होगा. अगर भय है मतलब he has still maintenance of this separateness from that one without second Brahman. So विद्वान कह रहे उसको पहले तो बताया कि अविद्वान only sees sense of separateness from Brahman, separateness from Brahman, therefore is frightened. Here विद्वान कह रहे हैं, ये क्या ना उनको थोड़ा सा चाबी देने के लिए. विदुषः अमन्वास्य तत्तु एव भयम. तुम्हारा इंटेलेक्चुअल नॉलेज जितना भी तुमको विदुष बनाया होगा, बट इन द एक्सपीरियंस इफ यू हैव नॉट डिस्कवर्ड द वननेस विद द ब्रह्मन and maintaining the difference that you are a jiva, you are still in the bhaya. That is so beautifully mentioned by Adi Shankara, summarizing it. Very nice it is. See how simple the sentences are. Tattu eva bhayam vidushaha amanvanasya. That is a main mantra we are seeing through Bhashyam. Tat means etat aha. Tat means what? Etadaha. Hmm? Okay. Hmm? Hmm. Tat etadaha. Tat means what? Brahmatu. Tat means अब बता रहे हैं आपको एतदाह तत् ब्रह्मतु. That ब्रह्मतु एवं भयम भेद दर्शिनः विदुषः. ओके. तत् तु भयम तत् ब्रह्मतु एव भयम भेद दर्शिनः विदुषः. So that Brahma Vastu becomes Bhaya Karana for a person who is the Bheda Darshan, but still he is a Vidusha otherwise. देखिए ना, एक एकत्व से ब्रह्म को जानना, ब्रह्म से एकत्व को जानना नामक वाइदुष्य विजडम को छोड़कर he might be having all other vidya, therefore he is called as Vidusha here. But still he is what? Bhayam he will have from that Brahman. And what is the reason for him to have that bhayam? Though he is Vidushaha, he has studied everything theoretically, Pakka master, even this particular portion of Taittiriya Upanishad also he mastered. Yet in the experience, he is still maintaining the difference to him that Brahma only Bhaya Karanam. How it looks like, he explains here, ki Ishvaraha Anyaha Mattaha. Now, this is the essence of the entire Vedanta. Ishvara is somebody other than me. Aham anyaha. I am other than Ishvara. And who are you, sir? Samsari. I am a samsari. इति एवं विदुषः भेददुष्टम् ईश्वराख्यं तदेव ब्रह्म अल्पमपि अंतरं कुर्वतः भयं भवति एकत्वेन अमन्वानस्य. Instead of seeing the ekatva, when he is seeing the Ishvara to be other than him, even slightly little, and considers himself to be the Jiva and Samsari, for him, Bhaya will be there. Therefore, though he is called as Vidushaha by Shruti Mata, still Tasmad Vidwan Abhi Avidwan Eva Asau. Though he is a Vidwan, intellectually he has known everything, but from the ultimate spiritual standpoint, he is Avidwan Eva Asau. Yaha Ayam Ekam Abhinnam Atma Tattvam Na Pashyati. Ekam one, Abhiddham Abhinnam, undifferentiated Atma Tattva, the pure self or the Brahman, Na Pashyati Cheta. Even though he is mentioned as Vidushaha because he must be having intellectual mastery, scholarship of so many things. Yet he is Avidushaha. He is what you call yeah, Vidwan api Avidwan eva. Even though he is otherwise Vidwan, for this one reason he is Avidwan eva. What is that? Ekam abhinnam atma tattvam na pashyati. He is not discovering his oneness with that undifferentiated Brahman and maintaining himself to be different from the Brahman, as said above, Ishvara Anyaha Mattaha Aham Anyaha Samsari iti evam vidushaha bheda drushtim Ishvarakhyam tadeva Brahma alpamapi antarang kurvataha bhayam bhavati. So same Brahman, when he is taken as other than me, becomes the cause of bhaya to me. So what is the mathematics that's happening here? The moment I pull myself away from Aham Brahmasmi, I became Jiva. This I became Jiva prompts the Ishvara also to be born as Samashti from the Brahman. Then after that, from that Ishvara, I have always the Bhayam. What will he punish me for my sins? Will he give me the result of my very sarpunya, etc.? This bhayagrastata to the jiva comes. Then that Ishvara alone appears to him as the contemporary Jagat in front, the contrast Jagat in front. And with that Jagat, again, this Jiva, by discovering the differences, maintains the Kama, Krodha, Raga, Deshadi, they also cause the Bhayam to him. Very consciously we have to listen. So, Ham Brahmasmi, Ho Gayo. Everything is Brahman. There is nothing other than me for giving me fear. That is what is seen in the earlier portion. In the second portion and second and third line, when I maintain difference from Brahman, what is the meaning of difference maintaining from Brahman is considering myself to be the Upadhiyukta Jiva. When I become Upadhiyukta Jiva, immediately for the contrast of this Vyashti, the Samashti Ishvara also has to come from the Brahman. Thereafter, from that Ishvara to this Jiva, whether he'll give karma phala or not, forgive me or not, will he find fault with me this way, or will he put me in different zones of misery? All this bhaya with that Ishvara comes. But when I merge in Brahman, I myself am not limited Jiva, and Ishvara also will not be there separate from this Brahman. Jagat is not there for attracting us. Then, because of this oneness discovered, there is no fear possible at all. Fearlessness is not possible when we maintain even an iota of difference with Brahman. So too, fear is not possible even iota when we identify with Brahman. ब्रह्म तत्व को नहीं जानने से जैसा बंधन होता है नित्य निरंतर, ब्रह्म तत्व को जानने से वैसे मोक्ष होता है बंधन से नित्य निरंतर. Our job therefore should be from the difference found with the Brahman to discovering our oneness with Brahman. And there's no way for fearlessness. Therefore, don't try to make another way for fearlessness. Any other way is not the way, the right way that may give fearlessness but temporarily. Another sense of security. When I deposited money in bank and it became 10 lakhs, immediately there is a fear gone. क्योंकि कंडीशन हमने वहां तक किया कि 10 लाख मिल जाए तो कोई भय नहीं रहेगा for any of the diseases etc. But as age the grows, ailments grow, the expenses are more, 10 lakhs are not sufficient, again fear comes. So these are all temporary fearlessness. But oneness with Brahman is a permanent fearlessness. Without being one with the Brahmavastu, ut aram antaram kurute chet. Uta means actually, antar aram means very little. Antaram, the difference or bheda kurute. If they maintain, then there is bhayam. No, it's a big subject it is. At all the Panchakosha level, we have bhayam only. Nitya nirantara. As a jiva. And it will continue. Janma, Jara, Roga, Mrityu, Bhayam, Asana, Pipasa, Bhayam, Shoka, Mohadi, Bhayam. Because they're all at the Upadhi level. I am considering myself to be with that Upadhi Yuktata Jiva. I am not considering myself to be the Nirupadhikam Brahma. So from whom the fear is coming? From the Brahman only. Hmm. Therefore, तदेतद् आह तत् ब्रह्म तु एव भयं भेददर्शिनः विदुषः ईश्वर अन्यः मत्तः अहम् अन्यः संसारी इति एवं विदुषः भेददृष्टम् ईश्वराख्यं तदेव ब्रह्म अल्पमपि अन्तरं कुर्वतः भयं भवति एकत्वेन अमन्वानस्य. So that avidwan who is not doing the oneness with that Brahman, for him that Brahman alone becomes cause of bhaya, that is to be understood. Tasmat vidwan api avidwan eva saha asau. Even though he is otherwise very well educated, yet he is avidwan only. Yeah, so I am ekam avinnam atma tattva na pashyati. If he doesn't see the one atma tattva, which is the avinna. Vidwan hoga, but will be avidwan because he is afraid, because he is seeing the Veda Drishti. Therefore, what is actual Vidvatta and Avidvatta? The Vidvatta is really knowing the absolute Brahman and abiding in it, after which finding fearlessness. All the Vidya we got, but still we are maintaining difference with Brahman and continuing ourselves to be a Jiva and taking the world as other than Brahman. Then we are creating continuous fear only. Then how can you be Vidwan called as? You cannot. So Vidvamsa api avidvamsa eva. Vidvan api avidvan eva. So yeah, I am ekam avinnam atvadattam na pashyati. If he doesn't see that avinna eka atma tattva. So somebody, a doctor, scientist, lawyer, all those vidyas they have. But do you find oneness with Brahman? No. Then all those vidwans, their vidya are still have to be considered as avidwan only. Because they are still maintaining the Bheda Drushti. They are not discovering the oneness with the Brahman. Important portion it is. देखो इतना इस बात को अंदर घुसाना है. I have to discover sarvavyapaka Brahma ekatva, Brahma anubhuti. In that only the ekata. In that ekata only all these avasyas which are there because of Vishamata and Mamata and Ahankarata, all of that goes away. इसलिए दूरी मिठाते रहना, मिठाई खाते जाना. किससे दूरी मिठाना है? ब्रह्म से. That sadhana by which we become closer and closer and one with Brahman is called bhajana. Bhaja ekatve. Just in devotional language. Here also, therefore, reject all the upadhis, discover your oneness with Brahma. Upadhishal Panchakosha. And how to do all? It's not yet taught. Just like in Yoga Darshanam, what are the yoga sadhanas? They are not at all told. They'll be told from the Ashtada, the yoga angas, etc. अभी तो हमको सिद्धांत ही बता रहे हैं. Here also. तत्तु एव भयं विदुषः amanvanasya. So yahayam ekam abhinnam atma tattvam na bhashya. So all our efforts, attention is only somehow or the other discard the upadhis which are establishing me as jiva and making me feel separate from the Brahman and also from the Jagat, creating fear in me. And discover that oneness, after which there is no fear. Therefore, if somebody asks what is the ultimate message of Vedanta, is only this: discovering Ekatva is with Brahman, therefore, discovering Ekatva with the entire universe. Therefore, there is no bhayam of any sort, there is no dukkham of any sort, there is no any samsara. This is what one lakshya. And actually, that Brahman already हमारे अंदर है, हम वही है. You are not Jiva. Jiva is only pseudo expression. You are already Brahman, that one. But avidyavashata, that is being covered. Therefore, gain Brahmajnana and remove the notion that I am Jiva. Discover that we are that Brahman. Very, very powerful this is. Very, very essential also. Then in the last paragraph, the Bhaya Karana is beautifully explained. It takes some 15 minutes. If we touch it, we can't do it. We'll just leave it for tomorrow. With that, our Saptamonvakaha will conclude. Then there's a quotation for that from the in the Rigveda mantra, and that will be talked as the Ashtamonvakaha Bhishasmadvata Pavate. Again, it is another enlightening, delightful shloka with meaning or anuvaka. Let us eat for tomorrow itself after finishing this portion. Thank you. So the two things, यदा हि वयेष एतस्मिन् अदृश्य अनात्म्य निरुक्त्य अनिल्ने अभयां प्रतिष्ठां विन्दते अथ सः अभयं गतो भवति. Second one, यदा हि वयेष एतस्मिन् उत् अरमन्तरं कुरुते अथ तस्य भवं भवति. And तत्तु एव भयं विदुषा अवन्वानस्. The ब्रह्म का एकत्व को नहीं जानने वाला अदरवाइज विदुषों का ये भय होएगा because not found oneness with Brahman. Where from he'll get Brahman? From the Brahman only. Therefore, the Bhaya Hetu for the Vidwan also is Brahman. Abhaya Hetu for the Vidwan also is Brahman. Therefore, Brahman Asti is our main take home point. Let's continue tomorrow. Om, 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 Om. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamādaya Purnamevāvashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Paramarshibhyo Param Brahmane Shruti Māteno Tat Sat Brahmarpanastu. Thank you, friends.